okay, back in the old day. But nowadays the support role has you have a big variety of.
Quick little tip. Maybe he sent the boar over, but
The bottom one, not really
not
contested.
the main priority. Carl mid lane though, dominating into Bob. There's a TP. Carl without spells though is gonna have to get past his creeps first as Bob's looking to turn here. The rotation from Shanks, another scream of pain. Bob nearly goes down to the creep. What he can, looking to stop Shanks from being in range of casting more spells. The second blood grenade as Paulo slowed to a crawl. Uses the doppelganger offensively as Tim's caught by the second cast. What it is. But lots of rotations mid as Carl's actually going to commit on the Rolling Thunder. He'll roll into Carlo here with Tim's actually popping down the blood grenade. Carlo doesn't get up to the cliff though and ought to end up falling here. Ruined, but Carl is...
Oh, he sees him, he knows he doesn't have blink.
About rotation, yeah, without the blink now, Bob is going to get caught here the once on the rock. A bit of an awkward zone into the Ravage. They will combo it into the Meteor Hammer Winter. That's the combo they've been looking for with KP picking up the kill.
Yeah, you're sure damn right, you know, the combo that kills the Queen of Pain. Just a bit unlucky for him to already just use blink. PR is having too hard of a time. Like I said, the reason why we don't see a lot of PR nowadays is because his laning phase is too difficult. You give away too much.
Silence, Mystic Flare. Ooh, Bob not messing around here. Go group up and look for that death ball. What are Execration to do? I suppose going for pickoffs Winter, that's a good start. This Bosku is being focused down, going for the TP out with the ice armor. No, can't quite get away in time. The smoke though, looking for Palos on the other side of the map as Tim's ready with the cookie, Rolling Thunder, and immediately into the kisses. Doppelganger, oh, they've immediately found the real one, and they've even switched on over preemptively, but had enough heat. And they've seen Tim's and his courier. KB holding on to the Ravage, still has that Meteor Hammer on cooldown for 10 seconds, can't go for the famous Ravage Meteor Hammer combo. Hand of God here, trying to get Tim's out of a tough situation, won't change a thing. 3, considering the team fight and the range that Blacklist can initiate too.
That's actually pretty decent for Execration, you know. Like, I feel like can take the fight against the Morphling when you can just keep spamming illusions, go in and out, burn all the mana. But before that point, I feel like Morphling is always stronger than we are.
Trying to fight this actually. Four's being sniped, you know, from the top. It's actually, ooh, big heal onto Tim. Takes
big
the
pick off.
whole thing. Wow. Really committing 2 ultis there to take down Tim with the Roar and the Mystic Flare. KP reserving the Ravage here for now. Is Raven at the ready? That's Ravage finally popped in his dying breath. It's only going to catch 2 here with Carlos saving himself with the Decrepify. Bosku in the thick of things now as Palos is going to be able to encircle him and absolutely take him
they're
down.
losing the fight with the Aegis. I guess the game is going to start to get hard for Blacklist.
Bob has already used the blink, needs a little bit more time, and good positioning here makes it just about impossible.
Oh,
Carl, the second time, he is going to catch him though, Carl! Now he's got him right where he wants him.
Tip him back, man.
And there it is, the tip right on back. Out as well, Meteor Hammer, everything here. Blacklist, they will take this tier 3 tower.
Oh, Carlo!
They're not ready for it. Carlo in some trouble, getting jumped immediately. The Roar. It's only the first life, though, of this Raven Morphling. Tino doing his best. The drums of Slom now beating, trying to beat back the side of Blacklist. That's already the tier 3 tower gone. Because they don't have the Ravager for another 15 seconds, so they will back off.
Well, they saw the smoke.
They did. It was just, I guess, a smoke of... Not defeats, a smoke of retreats. Ground camp right there. They're going to swing and miss. Blacklist Rivalry in the meantime, they've gone all around the world. Basically, KP ready to make the jump. The cookie doesn't quite get him within arm's reach. Tino quite tanky. Gets his range down. There's going to be the Ravage as well. Sonic Wave pushing them back. The Roar's going to get on through the trunk of Slom, healing up Tino. He gets pushed off, but eventually killed off by KP. All of that just for the kill.
No buyback.
Onto the Beastmaster. No buyback though. Carlos with his own Axe Scepter now. Tossing illusions back into the fight, burning the mana out beside of Blacklist Rivalry, who once again, Winter, in this window of theirs, as you said, seem to be retreating, not confident without that Ravage.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't get enough of the Ravage. Fight's still going on right now. KP still absorbing a lot of the harassment.
Blacklist, they're happy with this high ground here. Execration unwilling to go too far from the high ground. Caution here advised. Palos, he's leading the heat. The team quite far ahead. Bob with an aggressive blink on forward. Execration still set up.
They should force the high ground. I think they should force the high ground first.
I think they will.
Make them go back and then do Roshan after.
But how can you do that though? They'll just come out of the pit and cut the wave, won't they? I don't know if that's...
I mean, if they go now right away and protect one creep wave is all they need. Oh, tight.
Yeah.
KP's blinking up.
KP just in, right on top of Tino here. Raven's gonna follow up. He's actually morphed, I believe, into the Beastmaster. Oh no, what the hell happened to Carl? He's stuck right there on the stairs. can't get back down. Still, they managed to find the kill on Tino all the same. Now Palos going to be supported by a blustering force. Ooh, the Ravage, I don't think it caught him. Palos, he's still free. Meteor Hammer not catching a damn thing either, but it's KP who gets onto Palos here for the second kill. Shanks able to find Bosku in the thick of it as Bob with the blink away. Want to sound the alarms of retreat here for Execration. Seems like Blacklist Rivalry, a huge fight for them here in Winter. They'll be able to secure this Roche.
Yep, they're gonna just run away with three heroes there. Big loss by
that Twin Gate high ground. And then just the world's most awkward.
well, not the most ideal item you will want on a PL.
Blink back out. KP Tino is actually going to get aggressive. The Roar's going to be able to catch two. Raven on the low ground considering turning. There is no Ravage. Now there's no Tims. He's finished off KP just as quickly. Down he goes. With Execration hunting for more. Beat back Blacklist.
I think they're gonna just send a message. Let's see who pushes faster.
They want to get up to the high ground. Good ward up here though from Execration. Going to make things difficult as Tims does plant down the sneaky ward. Sentry's going to scout it though. So now, yep, Execration. They're going to have the advantage knowledge, but will they have the reaction time to be able to actually save Tino here? The drums of Slam going off now. He does get himself a bit more forward. Sonic Wave as KP forced backstroking himself out of this fight. Carl, able to stay alive for now, is all of Blacklist Rivalry a bit worse for wear. Execration pushing back after them now. Hand of God buying KP a little bit more time as he does still have this Ravage. Raven once again has taken the form of the Beastmasters. He will be caught with the silence through the Lincolns. Hawks, Boars, and everything going at it now. It looks like Raven may end up losing. Ravage, okay, it's out. It's for the Beastmaster, and he is dead. Carlo forced out into an awkward position as well, but it's Raven who's going to fall as Bob jumps on in. Carl looking worse for as well as KP. He doesn't have Ravage. He only has a Meteor Hammer. He'll channel that, but only in his dying breath. It does nothing. Bob with another kill here as Palos is unleashed in the fight. Raven with a nicely timed Manta style is going to be able to TP out as the rest of Blacklist Rivalry do manage to sneak away. Yeah, what do you get? You steal status with this.
I mean,
right?
I guess you get the aura.
You get the stats. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. Carl. Is this another cheeky play? It is, because Raven's here to close the gap. And this time, though, it's Blacklist who are set up, and I think it's much scarier to fight into this Blacklist lineup, considering the kind of team fight that they have.
Yep. They killed the Hawk.
They did.
So I think Execration has to be very careful about choosing their next move. Ideally, you wait for the next Hawk, 10 seconds.
Score. The high ground, the ward is well placed down, immediately taken down. Carl up on the high ground now. They're just breaking these Lincolns now as Raven, he's had his go down.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Tino just farming nearby casually. So we'll be able to take down the camp. Another Hawk summoned. They still have sentries? Yes, clearly they do. That's going to be taken down.
Oh, KP's taking a lot of damage.
KP, yeah, he receives the cookie on down. This is much more awkward now. A less, of course, quite famously defensive position when you
the high ground position
anymore.
is swapped.
The Blacklist, they're going to go the long way around. They're going to take the scenic route here. So DD on top, their top lane is shoving in as well here.
They have an ops of Tims, you know. He's going to place it. Well, he's not placing it on the lane. Okay, this is not so good, I think.
That's a really weird ward. They thought the fight was going to kick off immediately. And actually, Execration, they're going to just hold on to the high ground. We'll see if they actually cut this wave here. Not quite. Blacklist Rivalry instead. Oh, okay.
Tino.
Now they've cut the wave.
Tino, they see Tino.
That they do. Can't actually do anything about it. They're looking for Carlo first. They're going to chase after him, but KP up to the high ground. Sees two Ravage as well. This time they caught the PL and the Rolling Thunder. No, Carl's stuck again here. He's cursed. Unbelievable. Does manage to at least buy enough space and time for Palos to go down as Shanks trying his best to pop the Lincolns. It's Palos this time who's chased out of the fight, but now Shanks receiving reinforcements. Bob's on the way back on in now. Big Sonic Wave connecting onto all 5 heroes as KP on the Meteor Hammer actually canceling the channel life drain of Carlo. He's been killed off by Tims.
Oh, double buyback.
But the double buyback now is Execration committing for this fight. Palos, he's in deep, but he needs reinforcements. Blacklist Rivalry worse for wear here. No more heals, no more ulti for them. They're going down. Raven, though, may have been able to know. Bob out in time as it's KP who is going to be surrounded by just tons of PL illusions. Raven even. If that was a longer TP, he might have actually gone down.
Without a good jump from the fight, I'm afraid that the fights are just side of fights. I kind of expected him to get Shiva, so I feel like they need a Shiva in a team fight for the illusions. Not too sure about. Okay, he's gonna get a Ravage.
Yeah, into the cookie as well. They've identified the real one, the Scythe. I don't think it's come out yet, actually, and now the Kiss is not doing enough damage. Bob on the way back in is going to be able to catch on to 2, looking at the kill on to Tims, but now look at 3 heroes outside of Blacklist Rivalry, all of their cores. Raven again has turned into this Beastmaster though, and the fight turning against Blacklist now. Execration underneath the tier 2 tower will be able to draw first blood in this engagement. There's going to be the buyback, but KP's down for 70 seconds. Doesn't have the buyback either. Bob blinking in after Bosku. He's left without anything here but the Glimmer Cape, which is actually going to save him. Invisibility is invincibility in this case. And now Execration happy with the results of that fight. They just lost
big.
top.
It's huge, man. They have no Ravage right
Look,
now.
it's the Chen army, the Hellbear Smashers. They let them charge on in.
But still, how are they going to deal with the push in front of the door right now? Execration could easily just end the game.
Yeah. I think with that kind of a blink, Bob looking to get a little bit more aggressive. I don't see what Bob's doing. He is going in.
He still has Aegis, alright. It's fine, it's fine. Get some
the mana,
some mana, get some HP from the gas station.
Right, absolutely. Get a little top up right here.
I guess it's too early to hit the throne. You just get the racks, second set of racks. Safer.
Yeah, they can't quite go for the Megas. Tier 2 top lane still intact. Another big wave pushing into the top lane though with a wagon, Winter. That's some damage, unhealable damage in Blacklist Rivalry with KB back in 5 without Ravage though. They will go on in. Bob though, he's going to preempt them. They will connect him onto a stun, and that's actually the first life burned. I don't know if Execration are in position to try and reinitiate here. Palos with his body on the line as a life drain not doing enough. They could not get out on the Hex or anything else here as quickly. Sonic Wave to cover the retreat now. It's Raven going hunting after this time. Morphs into the Queen of Pain. The Roar are going to trigger the drums of Slam, but that might just be the funeral drums here for Tino. That is, unless these Palos illusions really start stacking up. He's thinking about going back on it as well. And now with the Scythe of Vice, Carl is going to end up going down. Bob with the decisive baby tip onto Carl, but the fight continues now. Meteor Hammer is not going to catch onto Palos, but a short stun, another cookie stun onto Bob. Do they have to lock down the damage? No, he blinks out in the nick of time, and it's actually KP who's going to end up dropping. That was the buyback as well here. Out from Carl. They defend against the bottom barracks, and a little bit surprising here. How much XP he managed to get. Although mid, as they do look to go to fight. Carl again, a bit unlucky on the bounce, but KP committing the Ravage actually can follow up onto
nice
a second
Ravage.
now. 2 big kills here.
Nice. Blacklist taking it, they can engage and force the buybacks. And then you buy back and you roll somebody and force the fight.
They have such a hard time with these illusions. You can just see how they're forced to slow siege with the wagon. Or sorry, with the Meteor Hammer even.
So here goes the roll.
Yeah, wagons are out. Here goes Carl. Nice stuns onto 2, but where's the follow-up? Not quite there, especially with Palos being the roadblock in between. Raven is not winning that fight. Has he finally morphed into the PL?
Yes.
Finally, it's happened, Winter, for the first time this game. With the Scythe of Ice onto Bosku. Oh, and his own Ancient Granite Golem stopping him. See, Execration look to be gearing up for yet. Could be the last push. Bob again with the Aegis here. They do manage to catch Tim from the side, but can't kill him in the duration of a Hex. In fact, they're nearly onto the Skywrath Mage. Shanks trying to get out of harm's way. Sonic Wave as well, forcing them out even further to base. Once again, they morph into the Beastmaster. In goes Carl. And actually, out goes the Morphling morphing or waveforming back into the base.
Oh, big Ravage.
Big Ravage onto 3 here. No Meteor Hammer follow-up, but oh, it's the tentacles actually. The tendrils of the deep out from KP, which will be able to secure that first life. Aegis is down. Nice cookie is going to connect onto the real PL as Bob with the BKB active is not winning this fight for too long.
Destroying the back
Carl
line.
has died on over near in the triangle. Tino takes him down. An immediate buyback, and now Fortify might actually see Execration off of the high ground here. Raven, incredibly tanky as there's going to be round number 2, making the jump on in. Tino trying to get through the structures is going to be forced back now as KP desperately trying to defend, but the illusions now onto him. KP, careful here. Look at the damage to the AoE. It's too much. Execration, they're melting.
Triple buyback.
Triple buyback now, and they're going to need to commit all 5 for the fight. As Blacklist Rivalry backs against the wall, have only gotten through the Aegis, all been forced to buy back.
Oh, that's
the
Megas.
Megas secured as well for the side of Execration, and it seems like game 1 all but over. KP going forward, trying for the kill here. The tendrils the deep. Raven needs a bit more damage, but Bob to the low ground. He's out in the nick of time. Carl giving chase, can't catch anything on Palos this entire time. He's just murdering them all, Winter. KP, he can't get away, even with now the Crimson Guard. He is just minced meat, if not for that Glimmer Cape. Carl doing his best to 1v4. Bob nearly goes down as they do manage to finally get through Shanks. That's the dieback, the first of the engagement now for Blacklist Rivalry. What else do they have left? Certainly not the Meteor Hammer KP. That's not doing nearly enough now. You can't even... Oh, they do get through Carlo at the end of the day. Shanks... Nick, that Raven is going to end up getting caught and killed. That's going to be his buyback down now as Execration can finally focus onto the throne. And it's Blacklist Rivalry forced to capitulate here. They will go down in game number 1 of the Rambulan.
Yeah, certainly Blacklist, they're gonna be kicking themselves after that game, you know. Like they had the advantage in the early game, they had the lineup to actually snowball, but they just couldn't, like, you know, pull it off, you know, in certain crucial moments of the game where they were pushing. I think it was the bot tier 2, that was the first moment that I remember.
Maybach music. Can anybody out there